Where do we stand right now as the two leaders, of course, have already arrived in town?
Well, let me set the stage right now. We are in front of the Vietnamese presidential palace. The security cordon is getting quite tight right now. They are actually moving us away from here because Donald Trump in the next 2 hours will be arriving here. Perhaps we're also going to get a visit from Kim Jong-un, who we're hearing may go to the nearby, it's just next door, the mausoleum of Ho Chi Minh, who lies in state there. The presidential palace behind me, a classic case of French architecture built in the early 1900s. It actually was the residence of the then French Indochina governor of Vietnam. And in fact, Ho Chi Minh himself did not even stay here for symbolic reasons. And yet this is where the state visit, or the official visit, I should say, will be hosted by the Vietnamese president to Donald Trump at 10:55 local time, 11:55 Hong Kong. So just momentarily in the next hour and a half. That is very critical for Vietnamese and U.S. relations, which have warmed in recent years. This is all precedes what's going to happen later today when Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un meet for 20 minutes. Other part of town near the Sofitel. They're going to have a face-to-face meeting before their sit-down dinner. And that all, again, is a preface to tomorrow when the big summit number 2, happens between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump. Lots happening here in Hanoi, and we're here for you.
Steve, I heard you talking about this earlier, suggesting that perhaps expectations had become a little bit too lofty. What are the real expectations, I suppose?
Yeah, when you have a high bar, you have to hit that high bar, right? So I think the White House is probably lowering the expectations with the hope that they will deliver it. They'll beat the expectations. When you have those high expectations, the problem is you get criticism for not reaching it, and then you have a fail for the summit, right? Or it also forces concessions that perhaps negotiators had not been prepared for. And that is always a risk with Donald Trump, who likes to think of himself as the master negotiator. We'll have to see. It's all going to come to a boil later today and tomorrow as we're really gearing up for this summit.